Somewhere around 1.25 inches is what we're going to need. That's 1 3/8. Just doing a little preliminary pencil work here, what I'm going to need to, and I'll tell you what I've done already went and done. On these two heads here, we're going to work on 2 of them at one time. This is pretty standard procedure on any of them. This head before I acquired it, someone had replaced the valve guide in it. 502 on the outside, the valve guide, and a 3/8 on the inside. Well, I had one of these guides, so I done already put it in there. Just all it did is just pressed it in the bore. It was that's the size they used before. So we done got that in there. That's all we've done. Now the project now is to get these 2 valves in there, the 2 valves, and then cut the seat right here. Okay, that's the problem. The tool to do that with is this right here. This right here is that tool. This is the small size, this is the finished size. Okay, and that goes down in the bore there, and then when you drill it, it's the correct size for the bronze bushing, the valve guide. So you can buy a set of alignment bushings, but I just been making them I just put this set together piecemeal, so to speak, and every time I need a new bushing, I think this one right here is for international, maybe LA or LB. And it works like this right here. You put it down in the bore yonder, and it centers up on the inside. Some of them are nothing more than a cone, and they are a little bit squirrely like this right here. I like one with a tail on it so it'll fit in the bore, and then the angle, and then the large outer part here will fit flush with the head right here. It puts it in perfect alignment, as good as it needs to be. But this drill guide here goes in that bore there, and it needs to be a good fit. I'm talking about no room for error there, just a great fit. Okay, and then this would go in the bore, in that valve guide hole. This would go down there and bottom out on that right there. Then you put your drill on this end of it, and then you drill it out. Okay, at that point, everything is true. You press the seat in, then you put the mandrel in there, put the seat cutter, and then cut the seat. That's what we're going to do. But right now, the project at hand is we have to make another one of these alignment tools. And you can see every time I come up on the job, I'll make one, and the sooner or later you'll have a full set. Just making them one at a time. We're going to get on with it. And this project here will require 2. To center drill this, got the center drill in there, and I'm going to run a drill bit through yonder, probably a 9/16 drill bit, and then I'll run a boring bar through there, and that's all there is to that right there. Y'all see that? Now we done with that. Move on. And then just drill her out. Just another one of those detours that we had to take is these 2 little collars, bushings. I'm going to submit these for grade. I'm going to turn these in as a test There's two of them. I did not have no blueprint. It just it was like one of those mind movies. I knew what the part should look like. And the reason for the side trip, the reason for it is I needed a collar to go in that diameter right there inside that valve seat with a step. It's a guide block. One to go here. It's this size right here is just a real nice slip. And the reason you need that is I'm installing these bronze valve guide liners. And what this tool is, and it costs a lot of money too, but what this tool is here, it's a reamer, and it reams the whole 30 thousandths oversized so that guide can go in yonder, but you need to hold it straight. And you can buy a set of collars. I don't care for the cone shape. I like this a little bit better. But anyway, the way this thing works, the reason you have to have it is and that's O-ring right there, and you make that a good, nice sliding fit. And then when you put this right here down in that valve guide hole down in yonder, and you slide that up there and just kind of hold it finger tight, put the drill bit right here, you just drill that hole out, ream it all at the same time, and then we're going to put these valve guides in here. But I had to make those blocks. I had to take some time and make the blocks, and you can see the reason that I had to have two of them is that, and it's interesting. I'm going to throw it out there, food for thought. Just give it a think about. They're not the same size. This inside here is the same on all of them. The height and all of that it can be whatever you're just wanting to do. But the hole size right here, this valve is bigger than this valve is. When you put this collar down in there, it wobbles. But if you put this one down in there, it's it's just right. And then we'll put this right down in yonder, put that O-ring in there, and we'll drill it out the same way. That's the way them works. This is only for oversizing the it's got some other uses too. We're not gonna go down that road. Just and this one here. Now this right here is a lesson. I'm just not gonna. I may not go into this head too much more, because what happened is the problem is when whoever put the valve bushing in this valve guide, whoever put that in there, it's crooked from the bore, which maybe they did not have a bushing. I'm just saying it's a possibility that could have been the cause of it. Other things too. But anyways, it was a good job. It was really good, except it was crooked to the valve seat originally. So to compensate for that, when they cut that valve seat yonder, if you can't see this, just take my word for it. If you can see it down in yonder, over on one side over yonder, there's nothing. And over on this side over here, it's got a big wide seat. It's in there a kilter. So somehow I'm going to have to straighten that seat up. Oh, it's going to be, I'm going to do it, but this head just needed a little bit more work than, and it's normal. You will find times that you'll spend this much time on a head. Now we're going to do this in just for a show and tell. We are going to complete it. This guide here and this one's the same size, and this valve seat here is even a different size. Well, it's so bad askew. It's option, but it's like plan B. So we're going to go ahead on with plan A,